Hey guys, and welcome back to another X-11 A319 ToLiSs stream. So, yeah, as you can see, they did release a new model in the end. It's a bit smaller than it was before, so, yeah, there you go. It's an 08 version, sorry, 8.0 version, you can see. Comes with some nice texturing here and there. Bit of a nice interior going on as well. I can see all like through it and all that. Actually, no, ooh, texture glitch, better report that. That's like halfway there, and that's covered. So, yeah, there you go. That's the new ToLiSs A319. And now for the Siemens Tractor Pro version 5. As you can see, it's a bit bigger, blah blah blah. Welcome to the ToLiSs A319 live stream, where I'm again joined by this
person.
Matt Designs, Cubic Mats.
Met. You know the name, let's get into this.
So, yeah, today we'll be flying.
I can't see a thing.
The A319 from, because as always I cannot remember.
Rovaniemi to Lappeenranta. Let's get the flashlight going, see what I'm doing. There's a flashlight going.
Yeah, his pronunciation of this is going to be poor, I can tell you that for a fact.
There we go.
So, in reality, we are flying from, I think the airport's names up at least. We are flying from Rovaniemi to Lappeenranta in the ToLiSs A319. And we got the Scandinavian working in the end. It did come out in the end, although the engines are wrong, but with not that.
He gave me the planes and make sure the engines are white. I didn't have time to make the default engine, which are blue.
So you've kept the blue
I
engines.
do apologise, that jumper. Please don't kill me. This is not a final representation of the repaint. Hello, Aviator London Heathrow once again. Oh no, Aviator London Heathrow.
Scoram.
Gorham, yes.
Mushroom Goran, how you doing today?
You just asked him that literally half an hour ago.
More than that.
An hour ago.
More than that, 2 hours at least. So, yeah, like I said, this time we're playing in Finland from the heart of the Arctic Circle to southeast.
And this time Joy didn't get rid of the flight plans, so now we know what you're doing. So let's go and load fuel. So, fuel-wise, block fuel is 5.2. It's a 1 hour, it's just under an hour flight. Literally.
Just under our flight.
59 minutes.
From the Arctic Circle, from Lapland to the heart of South Korea.
Max takeoff weight towards the front, obviously. Close them because it's easier later.
Easier later, or sometimes actually open the flight. I remember that one time in the first stream, the earlier version of it.
Yeah.
So,
you're flying from Perth to LA. Try and beat my record. London Heathrow to Perth, non-stop. It was a long flight.
So, yeah, set up the aircraft as last time, and then we'll go accelerated to pass in a couple of moments. So, ground surface is all set up. Actually, have you got the
Hello, Insane Base.
Hello, Insane Base, welcome to the stream. So, have you got your ground surfaces set up yet? Or is that still not in here?
That's not there, because it's the same as last time. Turns out, question from last time, this is RC1, not RC2.
Yes.
Got
he chose to give us the wrong information, so I do apologise.
Yeah, my source was a bit confused.
He's an idiot. That's why I call him the idiot. Hang on, increase the volume to low. Cool, I can do that for you now. So hang on, increase the voice volume or the airplane volume? Please let me know, because sometimes it gets a bit 50-50.
Try and fly within 7-8 hours. Well, I took 17. It's close enough. Right?
Yeah, he's flying from Los Angeles to Perth.
Yep, so let's go and set the MCD up. So going from F-row to F-flip.
You've got the O. FLP. P. LP.
Yes. And Helsinki is
all volume too low. In that case, just
turn your system up.
Yeah, you have to turn it up on your end. I do apologise. Basically, this is as loud the microphone will get, so that's why I have to have everything a bit quieter.
We are Scandinavian 6.9 mic echo. Context is 20. Aligning IOS. We're expecting to be at 370 for cruise.
370. It's a short flight though.
Yep, but it's making. But that's not mercy. We're playing one feature off it. It can climb really easy. When it gets high, the way it works, off the line, the Boeing can climb. 77 can climb faster. This plane climbs a lot faster at altitude.
Fair enough.
They designed to sort of work better to be more sort of steady as it goes up, sort of to be able to shoot up and slow down like the Boeing. Boeing can stall quite easily. So block fuel is 5. Performance, initial had to do the massive hole, dig through my million things.
Just go over to F, I'm sure you get it eventually. Shouldn't use left and right arrows like the quicker.
Not a thing.
Fair enough, like go to the next page. Fair enough, so EF. Did you save that?
Right.
Did you transfer it across?
Let's code it manually.
Did you forget get to.
Yeah, let's code it manually. So
routing.
we're going to we need to go from where F
right, ready? So I'll tell it to you. So ready? Set departure as the Ren 1B.
Not yet. Just need Venv first.
Okay, so Ren V.
Next waypoint. Wait a second. We may have to. Never mind. Never mind.
Idiot child.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
Airways. Now we're going on the Mike 857 to Gosford. What's next airway?
T99.
T99 to
Urcon.
Right, Urcon.
And then that's our approach after that.
Okay, well, return, and there's the entire flight plan coded manually. Much nicer than the Boeing system.
Oh yeah, and just continue to you with the flights.
Give you that. That's where the flight departure. We're departing on.
Hang on. Would you recommend
FSX?
Yeah.
Well, no. Depends what your system is. Depends what you want to do. Do you want flight dynamics, or do you want it to crash all the time?
Will look better.
It looks worse.
We've got add-ons.
But yeah. Okay. Would you rather have low frame rates and constant crashing, or good frame rates with a good computer, and less crashing? Stop putting crap on me. Crap is not profanity. No, it's not. Anyway, so the fancy piece. The creature at the runway says. Let's read the runway.
Oh yeah, because we have to do this manually. So we're applying runway 3.
3. On a Ren
1 Bravo.
There you go.
Perfect. Insert that. Set it all up.
There it is. All good to go. Performance page.
So what's our V numbers for today? Is this all in the
flaps?
Panels? Yeah,
Two.
flaps 2.
122, 122, 122, and 73.
Cool. Good frame rate. Good.
X-plane.
Good computer.
Then X-plane. Simple as. FSX is not really that good anymore. There you go. 122. There you go. That's going to make Delta Who happy for his 106 knot takeoff. Now got 122 knots.
He's using flaps 2 this time, aren't you?
Yep. But also really heavy. But planes will be able to trim it perfectly on this takeoff. So.
Because yeah, you go. The A319 has auto trim post 737.
Yep. All the others has auto trim. Now do you want to wait 4 minutes or just skip?
Just skip it.
Well, first off, you can set that to 370.
Yeah, 370, and then the rest is done through the autopilot. And there's no flight director, I don't believe.
Flight director?
Exactly.
It's automatic.
I know, Boeing's have to do it manually.
I can turn it off. When you engage power, the flight director turn on.
No, there is a switch. Fair enough.
Yeah, you can turn it off manually, but when you engage power, if it's off, you engage power, it turns on automatically.
Right, okay.
But you just leave them on. You never touch them because they turn automatically on and off. Hence, these here it's turned off.
Yep.
So it flashes flight director at you.
Oh yeah, I can see it. FD flashing, cool. So.
No, we're in the same room.
Yeah, I mean, just listen to this.
Don't slap, ow!
There you go, same room.
That's his go-to. Don't stop asking about it, please, people. That's his go-to thing.
Right, so there we go. Everything's now aligned, nice and simple. We've got ourselves ready to go in a moment.
First, let's get the weather.
I'm going to check everything else online because there's a Finnair guy.
103E disconnected.
Yeah, but there might be someone else coming to land, so we've got to check if there's another pilot in the area.
Set that up.
Quite high QNH actually for today.
I'm quite high up.
True.
And it's the middle of nowhere.
Santa lives nearby. This is the closest airport to Santa. Oh yeah, you got to put your headphones back in before the sound starts mirroring for everyone. Oh, it's probably going to be painful for everyone's ears right now. There you go, that's much better. So, yeah, now get set up.
So, sampling works at least. Good little test, like basically do the throttles, it clicks, and that means sound. It's all functional on this plane. Nice little trick. So, autopilot master switch on. Wait for that to go flap open. There we go. That flap, by the way, I can show you it. Actually, is animated. Come out on the back side of it. Where is it? There it is. That little flap there. So that opens up. Everyone. That's the flap.
But what does the flap do?
Air intake for the APU.
There you go. So, yeah, AP's now set up. And George, quick
turning on.
Anyone online? Also waiting for it to turn on.
I'm going to call push and start. Close enough. And better push back. Start push back.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Other way.
Nice little feature. Look at that. You see the nice shadows moving on the plane.
You want runway 3.
How it all interacts.
There you go. Now do. And yeah, good old.
Ground to cockpit. ToW is driving up.
For it to do something. So we now have a
Is something
pushback
better,
time
though?
coming up.
Notice has not ruined any of the bit rates as you move around.
Just seeing one cockpit.
Okay.
So there you go. Pushback
APU is available. Ground power can be disconnected. There you go. Gonna take that off now. Nice little thing for people like binary. 1 on, 0 off. Nice little binary thing there if you like computers and stuff. It thinks it's very computerized plain. Nice little things here and there show it's computer based.
Right, so pushback will now go on in a couple of seconds. With the front gear to be raised, that vision can switch off as well.
Yes, that needs to be turned off before it connects and after it disconnects.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
We did, I could push it up.
So there you go, that's now going to get into position, raise the gear and push us back.
That's right, affections. The engine's wrong, ignore the engine shape.
Engine shape, you're also blue.
Let's wait for nose to lift. Takes its time, better push back. There it is, coming up.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Everything is connected. There you go.
Alright, so now going
Starting
to start
pushback,
pushback.
and you may start
Now the
engines.
engines can, there you go. Right, so this boat now starts up engine 2.
Wait, what's happened?
So pushback.
Better pushback had a glitch.
No, it's fine.
It just did a 360 of my
Brilliant.
thing. It did it. It started shooting for the one side for no reason.
It's fine.
It's a glitchy better
Turn it on.
pushback. Engine 2, come on. There's the dog bark for you missed it last time.
Because someone forgot to turn the sound on.
Yeah, you. It's your stream. Start stopwatch number 1 for gate to gate.
There you go, engine 2 now bursts.
I'm gonna
life.
do a single engine taxi for this to show you guys how taxis are more single engine. Quite fun.
So we're doing a single engine taxi
Yep.
to
Which is
take off
the way
the
it
side.
works on this plane on the A320. Let's go through it. So electric pump on, and just leave that on. And now virtual easyJet pilots will hate you for this. They say use engine 1. Things the plane works with engine. You don't need your hydraulic system pressurised when you're taxiing, and they pressurise pretty quickly, so you don't need to wait much at the other end. Just use engine 2 and then ultimately it evens the wear out. It's easy on 77 is not easy on 2 inch taxi. Just me bang an engine on it because it's all basically connected. It just works. Here's the one taxiway. Again, big thanks to Jumper, I believe. Yes, Jumper for the repaint.
Here you go. Do you know when the release is? First question to the stream.
Releasing the latest, it will be what's happening.
It's
Better pushback.
taxiway.
Better pushback.
No, taxiway is literally there.
No, better pushback. It just keeps jumping to one side. Anyway, stop getting so pushy on it. Calm down.
Answer his
We've got-
question.
yeah, I'm answering your question. Stop getting so pushy. You've got an hour. So the latest. We haven't got a set release date. As if we miss it, people start crying about it. So it's set to be by the 28th. The latest it will be released is the 28th. And even then, that's up for debate. Because all we said, we're going to release it by the end of this month, which is all we've said, so take it with a grain of salt, but that's sort of what I'm going to put down for now. Stop being so pushy on the stream.
You're being so pushy. You're talking over me.
Yeah, because you're pushing for answers on explaining something already. You've got an hour. Calm down. Swing is slow now is to being itself.
So is the aircraft now releasing? Or is he still pushing back?
I just told to stop, but pit push must be
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
So going for it. He's still moving. He's still rolling. There we go.
I obviously bit of a
Disconnecting
glitch
tow.
in-
Stand by.
It's got the old glitch.
Right, so single engine taxi to runway.
Yep, I'll leave the light on so I see what I'm doing then when it comes to it.
You also now say taxis runway through with that as well.
Actually, let's do a cross-engine take startup. May as well. So pack flow can come to low. That can come to open. APU can be set for just for generators. May as well do a start engine cross-end bleed. Well, cross bleed start.
So we're going to use the second engine, tunnel engine 1.
Yes. So the Boeing 777 struggles with a lot because the engines can barely produce enough air to keep themselves going than the other engine.
Don't judge my beautiful 737.
Apart from its massive flaws in almost every single department.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Okay now. Wait for him to move.
So you turn switch back on.
Yep, he's told me he's disconnected, so I can do that. And repressurize the system.
There we go.
Sorted. Now flight control should come later because I haven't got the system pressurized completely. But let's start going. Got duct tape? Oh right. Matt. Different Matt.
I know.
Matt, or Asuna, I should call you Asuna, shouldn't I? Or was it Phoebe, isn't it? Yes, Phoebe. I'm right here, Phoebes, come after me.
Right, so now taxiing to runway 3. Have you announced we're taxiing to runway 3 yet?
No one on the ground.
Fair enough.
Once you get to the main taxiway here, I'll start the other engine.
You might say on single engine taxi, there's no like aeroplane swaying or anything, so you're not being pushed to one side or the other.
No,
It's
just a little bit of holding to one side and it will start going on its own power.
And what's the throttle percentage right now?
We're idles at 1.002, it's currently at 1.05.
So we're basically testing on idle right now.
Basically on idle.
Fair enough.
Okay, now here's the trick. Cut the engine, so that's on. I did it wrong. Naturally, the one time I did it before and I do it wrong. What did I forget?
Well then.
Packs off. That's it. There we go, starting on. The packs were on. Forgot that. Yeah, like the Boeing, you turn packs off and take. Usually, when you do the normal, they're automatic, so you just turn it and it goes. Doing the cross-engine start, you turn the packs off manually.
Have you set flaps 2 yet?
Oh, we don't wait. Hydraulics are pressurised properly.
Right.
So
Okay.
we have to wait at the end of the runway and do flaps and sort of thing, and do control straight and that sort of thing.
Fair
Because
enough.
it's a short taxi. If you had a longer taxi, it would be a lot more suitable because there's one shot of the taxi system and the dual engine start again. Beacon and wing light. Wing light is not relevant. We're in Europe, but thank you very much about the rest of the lights. But wing lights are not a requirement in Europe. In America, I believe they are, but Europe, they're actually illegal in most cases.
Right,
There's actually a law against having them on because it can sort of blind controllers.
Right, so engine 1 has now burst into light.
Let's stop here.
Meaning they can now get the hydraulics all set up and then do the flight
Right.
services check.
Let's go sort this out. So pump off, those come back to off, auto, normal, off. Wing light so we can see what we're doing. Let's check controls all good. Yep, still seem to be free and moving. So that can come back off now so we don't break any more laws. Flaps 2. That comes up, that goes to take off and max.
So we're now in takeoff config.
Yep. But I personally never used to beat the wing lights because I always fly by the European SOPs and they just ban wing lights because it can glare at towers. America doesn't mind it. Usually on test flights you'd have it on just so you see what's going on, but in normal day-to-day operation you rarely ever have them on. So their purpose is just for looking for ice and checking for ice manually, and there's rarely ever on the Airbuses. You never need to do that.
Approaching 03.
X-Blast doing its thing. Great Pelican, I love the thing.
I hate it.
Yeah,
So
but the Wing Airbus has that, so
good. So yeah, down the runway, we have takeoff clearance. Meaning,
Assuming
is there
anyway.
a co-pilot voice that
On runway
No.
03.
when checking the plug-in or putting into the FMC and doing that stuff?
no.
Like landing lights, yeah, because unfortunately our expert
Yeah.
A320
You
pilot
try
here,
flying a plane when you're really tired after working in 2 hours in a workshop with
2
machine.
hours, poor you. Take
You
off.
sang at home all day.
Um,
It isn't that a new plane, yes.
yes, the ToLiSs A319.
Flex 73 SOS, no runway.
It's the ToLiSs A319, set to release possibly next week, basically before March, set to release.
Yeah.
So, yeah, ToLiSs A319. Show the exterior of that whilst we're in here.
Hold it and
Rotate.
Bit of a quick one, but it's half a plane. Give up. How's that takeoff roll? They can now come back off.
There we go.
Keep it going on flex to it, tell me otherwise.
Sorry, now so what point did you turn on the autopilot for this aircraft?
I'm pressing a hand flight for that, like hand flying the plane.
So
There
you
you
got
go.
the whole route.
No, not the whole, I'm gonna fly for a bit though manually. Maybe just the first turn.
So coming up to the SID.
Absolutely not to one, and that's going completely up.
So yeah, if you have any questions for him about the ToLiSs A319, feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to answer anything for you. Whether it be about modelling, systems, the aircraft itself, any questions, feel free to ask her.
Like line gets good lighting. Now it's getting speed, I can leave lasing. I think climb's really nice. Look at that. 3,000. People say the plane doesn't, ever since never climbed that well. What are we doing right now? 4,200 feet a minute. Pretty close to the Boeing 77's stats in climbing. And for the right hand turn. GPS primary has been lost.
What does that mean?
Means I mean I've gone too far north.
Well done.
Every plane does this, has this issue. When you go too far north, you really can't get much of a good, very correct IRS. So it assumes your position.
So this when the aircraft doesn't exactly know where we are.
No, but all planes have that same issue. These are most planes don't model it in the Sims.
Hey, yeah, this is a feature modelled, I guess.
Yeah, at least it models you going too far north, it gets lost.
It's not exactly what you want to be doing, but hey, it's there.
There you go, GPS primary's back on. We went yeah, when you go past the Arctic Circle, most planes cut off their IRS properly and they just start assuming position. This plane, we're flying back to this circle. As soon as we take off, we go into the Arctic Circle, it just loses where it is because of how the menace of poles work. I can now set autopilot 2 on. Rovaniemi somewhere over there in the distance. Again, GPS primary lost because I just keep flying in and out the circle. Yeah, on the FSC Discord, someone just arrived a day early for their event, which is tomorrow, which is flying between San Diego and San Fran. Good work.
Alright, so we are now passing through past 10,000, so landing has now come off.
Yeah, a little bit on for a little bit longer since we were quite low to the ground to take with 5,000 feet takeoff almost.
Fair enough.
So we keep on a bit longer just to get higher up, because out of the mountains terrain. About 12,000 minutes I'm going to turn the lights off.
12,000, and then, as always, no traffic in the area.
Nope.
And don't think we expect any during this flight at all. Yeah, you can take that off.
Well, no one's in the area.
Wow, that's all. Yes, where's the top? So we are now past 12,000.
Well, I was drinking at the time. You can walk around now.
So at this point, aircraft is now in control, and
Yep.
we have nothing else to do until landing.
Nope. Helping to save us ground spoilers. That's a familiar sight. From my another one at some point soon. You missed takeoff. That sucks, BSK. Can I call you BSA or just what can I say? I'd say broken. I don't know.
We do have the.
Takeoff was 120 knots. It was really quick this time.
Yeah.
It was very powerful, very quick.
122 knots. Like I do have the thing turned on, so you can actually go back and watch takeoff if you want to.
True, you can. Yeah, it was on. Go back and rewind, watch takeoff. We'll wait for you. Not really. You can just go back and watch it a bit later. Yes, on my one trip on an A319 on the way from London Gatwick to Naples, there's one kid who's never on a plane before. Go backward then. Okay, I'll start flying. I'll engage reverse thrust.
Yeah, reverse thrust, reverse
Does that even
back.
work?
Well, yeah. The answer is.
No.
So just out of throttle.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So it's the red light. So it's the throttle off. So engage also. There you go. So it's back up and space back set.
It wasn't on, it was just disarmed.
Ah,
It was
right.
disarmed, then it was switched off. Of course, GPS probably lost because of the Arctic Circle still. When we get a bit more south, it will start working properly again. I know you were, which I'm making a very bad joke, see if it actually did work. So that no, it doesn't work. So sadness ensues.
Alright, well, it's broken sky who missed the takeoff.
Actually, no, I might stream tomorrow, guys, because there's an Elite event going on, which is between San Diego and San Francisco. I may actually stream that. But it will be on my channel. There'll be a link on the flightsim.com Discord. I'm not.
Flightsim.com?
It'll be on the explain.org.
The flightsim.com
forum.
Discord group that does not exist.
It'll be on the explain.org forum for this plane. If I decide to stream it, it may not. If it's streaming, it depends how the scenario goes, how the situation is. Depends on like the situation at the time.
Also, now, what time are we on the clock?
7 minutes.
7 minutes from the gate. Gate or departure?
Gate is 15, departure 7.
And then once we get to cruise, 370.
Cruise may start the further stopwatch.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, I mean, we're cruising at 370, and for a fairly short flight, it's quite high, I have to say.
Well, you got quite high though.
So, do you have like an ETA landing when you're FMC, or they're not yet for that?
Yeah, it's been lost.
What's been lost?
GPS primary, because we're in the Arctic Circle. Fuel predictions. Midnight.
Bang midnight.
Bang on midnight we're predicting to be arriving.
So much for your 1 hour flight. That's now
With no fuel on board. Should have 700 kilos on final. I think it's because it's not predicted, that's why we're not cruising, it doesn't know yet. We just took off. They just ignore that, guys, just doesn't know where we are.
eventually we'll get to cruise.
Ooh, should
Fly,
work.
fly live.
They both start working.
ETA.
Can you check it by giving it a low cruise altitude?
No, because it'll mess up the entire like distance line and stuff as well. So fly live does require you to go to cruising altitude to give you an ETA. That's why when you start descending, sometimes ETA is a bit off because you're not cruising altitude. You want to like update that as you go on.
So just guess where you are.
From cruise, it knows where you are. But after you start descending, it goes into guess mode.
Okay. Like this plane is at the moment, guess mode.
Basically, yes.
Airbus has actually got a lot better systems at guessing than Boeing has as well.
That's the lie.
No, it's not a lie at all, because Boeing going to be quite far off course. That's why a lot of aircraft are very up north are Airbus. Or Dash 8s.
No, they're all Boeings in like, the northern territory.
No, that's
stuff.
Canada. They're all DC-3, C-46s and DC-4 and the odd 77200. Because it hasn't got a GPS on board to get along. It's got a basic FMC. Oftentimes you find in Europe, up north you find Airbuses, the smaller ones like the A319, and you find the odd 737 Classic from Scandinavian, and then you find an absolute ton of Q100s and Q400s by Widerøe.
Yeah, as I say, Widerøe is definitely quite a large operating spot in the world.
Yeah. Just cloud.
Yeah, it's got some clouds appearing from nowhere, as if by magic.
Weather updates. Thank you to Environment Plus. Quite a good add-on for X-Plane. If you have X-Planes, try it. It's really cool.
There's some lights down below on the right. countries.
Probably a road.
There's a road in this part of the world.
I know, right?
So we're now leaving Santa Claus behind.
Yep.
Can I share a link with you?
At map. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, feel free to post in the chat and I'll just grab it off the chats.
Yeah, go for it. Send link. How we want. Even chat here will message on Esplanade or your choice how you want to get the link to me. But feel free, I'll have a look at it. Assuming it's not a link to test.exe.
And as for everyone else, if you have any questions about ToLiSs A319, any questions about the modelling, the features, stuff that works, stuff that doesn't work, anything at all, feel free.
What doesn't work?
Feel free to ask and we'll be happy to answer them for you. Like I said, he's only available at this time, at this
Check
particular
your
hour.
PM on the org. Will
PM
do.
on your, there you go. Hey, trying to figure out who he is.
Yep. There you go. In paint kit. Chin Nubonic. Oh, sweet, that's your Jamaica. That is really nicely done. A bit washed out, honestly. The colour's a little bit washed out.
He switched to yellow around this, and it's in the front of the back.
No, not the yellow. Ignore him.
Nice livery.
It's good, but it's a bit washed out, isn't it? Try raising the saturation. Right click, go to colour balance, and change saturation on it. Make it a little bit more saturation. Raise the buttons to make it look sort of nicer. But it could be. It may be down to Playmaker not having any lighting engine inside of it. That could be what's causing it.
It's a nice livery. I do like it. I do like it.
A lot of effort. You put good job. You put a lot of effort into it.
What he does,
I put effort into my liveries.
you refuse half liveries, so they're too difficult.
Not at all. I've got a list of 50 to do. I ordered them from easiest to hardest, and I just wanted the easy ones. The easy ones to be done quicker, so they're less time. The hard ones take more time, so I get more repaints out for launch.
Whatever.
The easy ones can be out for launch quite quickly. BHA was a white paper BH until I made that quite quickly.
And speaking of launch, when is launch?
We don't know. We know, but we're not saying anything yet because if we miss it, someone's going to start crying. So the latest you'll get it is the 28th. It could be any time between now and the 28th at 23:59:59. Any time in that time frame.
There you go. Looks like the sim.
There you go. So that's the Playmaker's lighting engine. Great job.
Laminar research.
No, I don't know which one to put now. Should I call you Chin Nubonic or Broken Scandinavia now? I'll call you either. It should be fine. Hopefully. Sorry for any offence. Is that V3 or V2 by the way? Of the Jar V30? No, V3 just came out. Near top of cruise as well. Now 15 miles from cruise. Ground speed finally 524 knots with 111 knot tailwind. This is how the Airbus is moving. This is it moving. But it also got quite a lot of power.
And what's the wind speed?
111 to the rear.
That's very powerful.
Hey, it's pretty powerful. It's not bad as the jet stream. It's pretty normal up here. 90 miles an hour, quite normal. It's a bit fast for me.
There you go. V2 works with V3.
I can upgrade to V3 or... Because V3 has got quite a nice set of features that is quite good to look into. I may pick up V3 at some point. When I'm done with the ToLiSs. Probably pick up V3 and start flying that bit. When I get bored of the A319.
Go through the exterior of the aircraft, shall we?
Again.
Might as well.
Can't
for
see
the
anything.
New viewers.
Let's try and turn on any
Yeah,
lights
try
that
and
can
turn on
help.
exterior devices. Wing lights, nav light, lap lights. Sorry, logo lights. I mean.
That's all I can do.
Right, yeah.
Never mind, the belly lights aren't extended. It's too fast. You can't slightly it small, it can't be seen, it's too dark.
Very nice. Yeah, stuck in the interior today. Enjoy the passenger cabin, which you can still barely see out of.
Makes it cockpit now, put the lights on. Let's go blind everyone, let's put all the lights on. Make it blindingly bright. Look at this. Is that bright enough for you people?
So that's the A319 with all lights turned on.
Every single light you
Dome
can ever
lights,
find.
panel lights, everything.
It's
Christmas
all matte.
tree, testing, everything.
Everything's on.
The question is the landing gear, nose gear bolt working?
Yeah, not a TriStar. I like TriStars. Google's being Google.
Well, there we go. We have an ETA 2131. So
Well, GK, who's the size of now, it's pretty huge.
less than half an hour because of the wind.
They're not that huge. That's just a Bloom and X-plane. That's not too big. They're quite easy. In the day, they're much better. At night, the night lights are a bit meh, but not the push same as the flight factor ones. So they likely won't get changed at all. I personally think they're fine, but it's down to opinion really. Some people think they're too big. Some people say it's too small. Some people say it's too small. And I was like, no.
So yeah, due to the very strong winds behind us, it's going to take us about half an hour to get to about half an hour, quite fast for a 1 hour expected flights.
Yeah, we're getting too fast here.
And at what point do we actually start descent?
Also, it's sort of like the performance set now. This is how short the flight is.
Yeah, that would be.
Let's have a look. So it's 35 at 6. It's 16 degrees around predictions.
16 what? Degrees?
Yeah.
Rubbish. So it's negative 16 more like. Finland, it's
Oh no,
negative 16.
minus 16.
Yeah, what is it? Positive 16. Hey, that's much better. That's more like it.
Very well. So expect some de-icing for once.
Oh, right.
Introduce who is who.
Hang on, so right, so the designer, the texture one, the ToLiSs guy is Matt.
Hello. I'm not the Line Q. I'm a different person. I'm Matt Designs. I'm currently helping out with the ToLiSs A319, doing some textural modifications to it and testing it for him. I'm nitpicking every single issue.
And then I'm Droya. I'm the flightsim.com reviewer, YouTuber,
Who owns this channel.
Yeah. So I'm the channel you're watching on right now. You know, I do reviews. I do like simulators, all that kind of stuff. So I'm more of the mainstream kind of YouTuber kind of guy.
And I'm just there to give him more views and for me to get more exposure.
So yeah, as always, that's all sorted. So let's go back to you. There we go. So we're
already halfway there.
We're about a quarter, I'm about to say. Unfortunately not, that is impossible. Actually, check settings. Quick check Windows settings. That's the max. Windows settings.
Where on, dear?
Move it close to the mouth.
Yes.
What's the matter, mate? Right, so...
How's this doing for you?
It's in red zone.
I know. It's spiking.
Can you not shout to the microphone?
No. I have to.
There you go. So what's up with primary GPS primary loss on FONND? Maybe should be announcing nav heading.
Right. So that is because we are flying in the Arctic Circle. And it doesn't know where we are. Because it's too far north. Issue with most planes, when you get too far north, it loses where it is. It'll get better as the flight goes. That's just down to the Arctic Circle and the iOS not being a fan of being this far north. We're really far north at the moment. We are quite high. As we get south, it should go away. Otherwise, I have to put another bug report.
Right, so you're about to leave the Gulf of Bothnia now, as we head back onto mainland Finland, mainland Suomi, as we head down to Lappeenranta, which is in the southeast of Finland, in South Karelia.
St. Petersburg.
Yes, it's actually, yeah, here you go, facts for you. Lappeenranta is actually closer to St. Petersburg than it's Helsinki.
And Vine used to fly to Lappeenranta, but they don't anymore. No one flies there. Annoyingly. Yeah, it's flying on the flight path. It's just they got GPS primary. See, we've now gone far enough south that it's picked up again. Snowco's gone far enough south. GPS primary's come back, and it's gone back to be known where we are. So
There you Okay, so Ricardo's looking at the aircraft in this state and sees that it's almost ready for release, although I believe you do send us new...
This is release candidate 1.
So this is a release candidate 1. There is a release candidate 2,
which has sharklets, but I missed, but it's a bit late, it's been delayed by probably tomorrow.
So yeah, release candidate 2 has new sharklets, improved engine modelling...
For the IE engines.
Yes, new IE engines, and any other fixes for the release candidate 2?
A few tweaks in there in the cockpit textures on me.
So new cockpit textures in the airplane.
And that's about it. But I also need to remake the house delivery for ToLiSs temporarily, because we get Airbus licensing is being a bit slow. You know how it was with Airbus; they're being a bit slow with licensing.
But hey, these British Airways have the details.
So we have to make. So they have to release no liveries at them other than the ToLiSs one, and the ToLiSs has to be basically. We're just gonna put a big blue patch on the tail. We're going to Lappeenranta.
Yeah, so we're going to Lappeenranta, which is in southeast Finland, after departing from Rovaniemi. Also, question, how about Lufthansa livery? Because that's not Airbus livery.
All the liveries have been taken up so far, because it's all going through Lufthansa.
So it's literally just
the ToLiSs Hopper at launch due to Airbus.
And A319 with a blue box on the tail.
The ToLiSs one is the blue box on the tail.
Right,
okay. So, you'll get the box taken off in later updates, you have to wait for Airbus to come through with their licensing.
So it's just come with one logo on release and more to come in the future?
One on release, yes, and more be coming over time when we get licensing, when we get the entire... On release, when we get licensing, assuming we get before release, otherwise may come after release, which is more likely, we'll get Airbus house colour new and old. And ToLiSs will be finished, completely, which is a blue box on the tail, covering all the detail.
Right, so we have now reached cruising altitude. We actually reached it not too long ago, actually. Yes, we have reached cruising altitude, and then we are descending in how long?
Gotta go fast. Let's see how fast it can go.
I'm not going to overspeed it.
Mach 0.8. How fast can we go? Let's try and get a ground speed to 600. That's the target.
600. That's quite high, isn't it?
It's fine. We got a tailwind. We can try and get the flight time as far down as possible. Try and get a record going here.
No one has whatever will fly this route. There is no record to make.
Flight sim record. Don't. Oh, you're flight Concorde. Never mind. Either way, let's see how fast we can go. 540 ground speed so far. Mach 0.76.
Also, at what point do you start your descent? You'll check your FMC quickly.
MCDU.
Same thing. They shot same thing. So there we go.
In a while.
Not particularly. Again, it's not a very long flight at all. This.
Let's go set the approach up.
Right, so our arrival.
We're bringing the RNAV for 06.
06.
On a Urnock arrival.
Urco, more like.
Urco.
Okay. There is no Urco.
Got it. He's in.
There we go. Right, so one.
There.
Right, so got our descent sorted. Now I'll come into action later on.
There it is. 80 miles on the dot.
18 miles.
80.
80. There we go.
Okay. Top speed we can do this flight is Mach 0.8 at 560 ground speed.
Okay, so that's top speed of this aircraft at this point.
At this point because of the wind. Let's go back down to our cruising speed. Oh no, let's leave it. Your fuel's fine. We've got a tiny flight. Look at the speed going past these clouds.
Some airport down there. Actually, what altitude is clouds at right now?
30,000 feet, I believe.
Quite high altitude clouds today.
Yeah. High air pressure today. And we are just shooting past them at high speed. Should we go for the cam modelling for once?
Sure, let's go through the cabin.
Let's go do a walk around through the cabin. Let's go to the cockpit quickly, and let's just quickly set that back to being completely automated, so obviously been missed the descent. So here we are in the cabin. There are some things I'm working on, so there will be, this was being remade. I'll supply that later with a cockpit upgrade.
Oh right, oh yes.
That's going to have a screen on it, and we've done some more work to it since the last thing was seen.
But would it be functional? Because I remember that
Sadly,
was one thing,
no.
I remember that was one thing you tried to get Kiwi to do.
Yeah, the one thing Kiwi shut down that I couldn't persuade him for is making this function, because he was more focused on making the cockpit work than flight attendant modelling. Then you got some things over here, missing sync, of course.
If he's got a flat kettle.
Exactly. Doors, which will work. Welcome to the Lufthansa cabin, which will be made to just be a normal generic ToLiSs cabin, which is blue afterwards.
And ignore the trip hazards in the middle of the floor.
Yep, that's some of the list of things to be fixed.
Has that been fixed in
I believe it has been.
Right, so the landing gear's been adjusted to stop that glitch from here.
Yeah. Welcome to the. Let's go through the seats. So here's your seat. You've got the best seat in the house when it comes to window views. Legroom mean, look at that. It's Ryanair level legroom, isn't it? Hey, you pay nothing for your flights to simulator, you may as well. Of course, getting in, you've got very flat seats sitting here. You get this out of the seat. You get a nice set of fittings on the roof. No cool button, you don't deserve them. They cost extra. You get a little bit of view of the wingtip. If you bunch up against this seat and get covered in grub.
So is that the tablet holder at the back of the seats?
Yes, you put magazines in it usually.
Oh, so it's a magazine holder.
Yep. Here's at the back of the rear end, which is well, I like this interior. So what you have in a nice little feature here, there's a curtain rail. But to what purpose it serves, I can never figure out because look how it goes. You can close a curtain and you can close off the galley to the toilets.
Yeah, it's just
but look, you get this little tiny hovel. It's that close. You just sit there in the dark, flight attendant, with access.
It's so that the flight attendant can sleep mid-flight. No one will realise.
Ryanair would love this plane then. Of course, vacant toilets. Handles that are modelled in 3D. Nothing in the toilet, of course. You go straight. You put your rear through the door and you just drop it into the street below. Toilets are banned over land. Of course, you've got nice little door modelling here and there. More flight attendant jump seats.
Any modelled emergency slides or these box or in?
Well, the Airbus system's different to the Boeing. You haven't got a box with it in. The way Airbus does it is if you go to this little box in here.
That's a box.
Nope, it's not like a Boeing box where you can see the slide. It's completely enclosed into the door and it doesn't move with the door itself.
The question was, is the box modelled?
Yes, it is modelled.
There you go.
The short answer is yes. The long answer is a lot more advanced than that. It's not just a box. It's a self-contained slide deployment mechanism, as it's called. It's quicker. Anyway. Lappeenranta, was it? Lappeenranta then. It's less offensive.
Less offensive. It's the only way you can actually pronounce.
Yeah. Of course, you cancel the wings and the engines from the cockpit, as we all plane can.
Yeah, you just have to squeeze your head up against the part of the wall.
Yep, and now expecting icing conditions. So I'm going to get very into it. If it tells us to put icing, unlike the Boeing, where you have to hope for the best to put the anti-ice on, the Airbus will tell you if it ices up.
Question is, have you actually tested anti-icing
yet?
Okay.
I put a plane in the in your opinion, what features have that as part of otherable products?
So basically, what does this have?
What is the one feature? Let's see.
What feature does this have which Flight Factor doesn't, or FS Labs doesn't, or
okay, FS Labs we don't steal information. Straight up, first thing we have that FS Labs doesn't do, we don't have your information. Straight up, that's the first thing. So
right.
Flights and Labs off the question. Aerosoft, we have more systems. Now Flight Factor's the tricky one. Because they're basically identical.
So in what way are they identical?
The Flight Factor has a tablet and we don't.
And how about the guy who modelled it?
The modelling is the same. The issue is between comparing this and the Flight Factor is they are more or less identical planes. It makes it really tricky to compare. What's it going to do? Notifications?
No, carry on.
So about that Wi-Fi being Wi-Fi. Anyway. There you go, we can just successful. So if you like the things I said, so you like having your sharkless IAEs and what did I say? IE sharkless and something else. What was it? And flight dynamics, then go for the ToLiSs. Simple. And near descent as well. Quickly try and get the chart.
So your approach has been set up in the FMC.
Yeah.
So basically just in case the internet plane down when it tells you to.
There you go. RNAV staff runway 03. We're coming in from Goslar. We have a look where it came from afterwards. Aroku.
So any chance this approach or
where's okay, we haven't got a chart for this approach. It doesn't seem to be an active chart on my at least not on my list of charts anyway. It's not there, so it's alright, we can just wing it and hope for the best. So I'm going to make an assumption and say the usual 3,000 feet is, but it's quite high. I don't know. Let's set that for descent now. We're descending now.
Pretty worth checking the elevation data of the airport then, maybe get like that.
Yeah.
If you know what the airport is, you can base it around that.
Airport data chart.
Um, 643 feet.
There you go.
So
3,000 feet will work. Now Lapland's got quite a long runway, it's quite wide, so I can probably try proper grease on this. But that'll involve a float, so I may try and float it and have a proper grease on it. And of course it's changed to MDA, so I have to switch over now, which again 250. Now it's just purely waiting if it ices up or not.
had an outside out descent.
Yep. Fuel signs can come on now.
Yeah, our arrival sets to yeah,
in 14 minutes. It's
yeah, about 14 minutes. So sounds about right for approach. Maybe a
Mhm.
little bit later than that, depending on the actual approach we take, which is basically straight in.
now we have to turn quite a lot because the wind's now pushing us to the side.
So will this be a crosswind landing?
Yes, it will. A very heavy crosswind landing.
What's the wind speeds currently?
It's 35 at 6.
We just take some. That's in.
That's disconnect, reconnect. It's the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
No, it's not. No, I'm following the SOPs. My SOPs are all merged. So I have a mix of Ryanair, easyJet, and BA in my SOPs that I personally use. My own personal SOP system. I might make a database for it someday and release it as my personal A319 operations SOP on it. But I have the rules such as the 10 nautical mile, or the 10 knots tailwind rule and that sort of thing. I have all that.
Yeah, with me. It disconnects.
You're not.
I know. They can hear me,
Oh,
but it's
right.
connected, so which that's all correct.
We're going for XRAS.
Whoa!
Oh.
Okay, yeah, glad we hit the screen there.
Yep.
Right, okay, back on. Perfect.
We didn't die. It's okay. We just almost died. It was just an almost death, not a complete death with wind updated. Now, plus about the Airbus, when you get further enough north, it will sit there. It will constantly tell you what GPS you're on. So because it's so far north, it will say GPS prime the entire time. It's a nice feature. Spoilers can come up now. Joy has shortest flight was negative 4 hours to Concorde.
Yeah, Concorde.
Makes sense
Against the capture of the
Yeah. Negative 4 hours and 12 minutes on his from Heathrow to JFK on his shortest VATSIM flight, and that is purely because he was through his Concorde. His longest was 3 hours 40 flying some. His latest one is there's 2 flights I flew for him.
There we go. I should update now, at least at the moment it will. And yeah, as you come into
Now I can put the spoilers in a bit before the engines are throttling up, so it's sort of. Now unlike the Boeing, it will just do it forever. The Airbus, if once ADS was blank, not modelled. Not all Airbuses have that modelled. Well, not modelled, as in, so it's okay. Interesting system on it. So the older Airbuses have got this working. This functions. This is all thing in newer Airbus. In the old Airbus like that. In the newer Airbuses, which has got a newer MCDU, if you can go data, and it's used in that position instead, and you use that over the display above. It's just down to, it's sort of a mix. Paints modern parts of both newer and older Airbus. It's sort of a bit of a jumble of bargain bucket parts, effectively.
As you said earlier, you described it last time as like a middle of production.
It's yes, it's like a middle production run plane. This one, so it's got a lot of features of both the older and newer Airbuses. For example, it still has the expedite button doing the original expedite mode, which was just straight there out came out the speed, which was that's what people. Okay, annoying thing about the expedite in this plane, it models the earlier model expedite system, not the later one. So when you hit expedite, it ignores your speed. It won't care.
So it just goes on and on and on forever.
No, so let's say if you're going to the climb and you're near your stall line, X-Ray just shoots off.
Right.
And then Alpha falls and it disconnects your pilots.
Right. Okay.
That was an issue with early Airbuses. Which hey, at least Boeing hasn't got an X-Plane system that works properly. They have level change, it rarely ever works properly. The Airbus system on the early ones were never that good. That's why no one ever used X-Plane. Everyone just used Open Climb over it. Open Climb is what I prefer to use, but X-Plane is only there if you need to skip a constraint, so it's rarely ever used. Unless you're leaving Gatwick on VATSIM, where it happens all the time. So I just always... Open doesn't work. So Open it works anyway, so Open is quite a useful feature. 80 miles to VOR. Should put an in obstacle. We should put an in. I could put one there if you want me. Yeah, you can't get some good info from it, but I'll put an in obstacle onto it. I can do that in the next texture update. That'd be quite a nice little thing, because yeah, you can get some pretty cool things, but all this information, you get the IRS aligned from the ECAS or the ECAM. You get ground speed from the PF from the ND, same as wind data. The thing is, though, that unit up the top has really been replaced by the unit that's meant to be down here that we haven't got as well.
Yes, of
We've
course.
got neither the old or the new system. Within that annoying dark age in the late 90s, early 2000s, they had neither system.
So would you possibly see like more like cockpit variations in the future, or is it just going to be like this cockpit?
At the moment, it's just this, but I hope that one day Flying Kiwi decides to give us more cockpit options.
And actually, also, if you do go for a Neo in the future, will we see any of this kind of stuff in the Neo as well, like modified? Because that's a big thing. Do you modify the cockpit for the Neo or not?
Well, that depends on how you do the Neo, because hopefully I haven't got any plans for Neo or any designs of a Neo, but if we do decide to make a Neo, then I suppose we would have to do some sort of modification to the cockpit to make it a bit newer. Yeah, in the event of a system failure, it is a lifesaver.
Is that the airport up ahead? Is that different? Well, no, that's probably going to be Mikkeli, which is slightly up north. Yeah, that's going to be Mikkeli, which means Lappeenranta will be just a bit further south from this location. And then, yeah, it's coming to land. So...
You really know your Finland.
I know I do. I don't in fact have friends in Finland.
Oh, I can say about that. Good.
Just as long as you don't name them where they live or anything
I don't know what they're called anyway.
So,
I've
yeah.
literally got no idea.
It's not a hidden thing. I have friends over there.
Well, that's fine then. So yeah, it is a lifesaver, but in a system failure, you've still got the ram air turbine powering the left MCDU and left displays and the ECAM.
Mitä kuuluu?
Is he swearing at me in Finnish?
En puhu suomea.
I think he's swearing at me in Finnish.
I just asked, can you understand Finnish?
No, I can't answer that question.
And then I just said, you don't speak Finnish.
Jest mówisz po polsku?
Tak, nie mówiłem po polsku.
Ah.
Except you being no Polish either.
Exactly, no less than you.
You can go into conversation, pretend that you're Polish, when in reality you're nothing more than just English.
Woohoo!
There is nothing really Polish about you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream, Hera Gamer. How you doing today?
I hope what I mean by when, it isn't just visual change, but also model change display. Okay, we have got different displays for it, for different engine types. Both the I and the, they do change. So if we do a Neo, then we will be changing that screen.
Hint, hint.
We're not hinting anything.
Okay.
Yeah, cut Junder. I'm not hinting anything. There's no confirm. This is not a confirm for the Neo. There is no Neo on the table at the moment, other than the jar.
I don't speak German, unfortunately, so
yeah, it won't be. And the thing is, if with the engine change, we'll have different engine things. The drag characteristics will be modified for this plane to fit Neo if we do a Neo.
welcome to stream her. How you doing tonight?
Now, the way the plane has been purposely designed with plugins to be very flexible, so you could, in theory, if you get a model, do a Neo within a day. But we're not planning on a Neo at the moment. We're focused on getting the CEO good to go.
Because Neo take 2 days. Ooh.
Well, one for the wings, one for the engines.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main issue is there would have been some ideas for Neos, but it's just no manufacturer will give me an FCOM for one, or going to an F. We can't get an FCOM for it. There's no reason, so we can't actually get the data for it. So there's no point in doing a Neo.
And then when he tries to get his data from British Airways, they just left his contact details on a table in a meeting room.
So I had a meeting with British Airways early in the week. We had we had a discussion on it. They had my contact sheets, and they left it.
Left it on the table. Is it still there?
No, I took it afterwards. I put it in the bin.
Ah, what a shame. Did you not follow them out the door with it? It's like, hey dude,
No.
you forgot this.
No. Anyway, so yeah. If you want to get a Neo, then I suppose Jar Designs is your only option at the moment. Or that Riviere. Which, honestly, the Riviere, I suppose what you could do is, if you get our plane, you go into Plane Maker and switch out the engine model.
Or go to Peter Hager. I heard he's got decent planes.
Don't buy Peter Hager. Save
Does he
yourself
have
the
a
money.
Neo?
He has Neos with the 20s and 19s.
Okay, it's got 20 Neo, fair enough.
But yeah, if you want to make a Neo, what you can do is get our plane, get the CFM ones, and make it like a CFM, just slap the Pratt & Whitneys off the Jar Designs onto our plane. You might break it very heavily, but you never know, it may work. I've not tried it. I don't plan to try it anytime soon. So, plane plan's come on now.
Oh, we're already 10,000 feet.
12,000, but because the terrain's quite high around
It's
here.
not 600 feet.
But it was high earlier. It's best to be early than late.
And then at some point we shouldn't have the airport in sight while they come into land. So
It shouldn't be
again,
too far.
any questions about the aircraft, feel free to ask. He's here all night.
Out on the form, 24/7.
So yeah, any questions about the ToLiSs A319, feel free to ask it. I don't have to answer it because at the end of the day, this aircraft is realistically within a week of releasing. So
Yeah, it's within a week. You'll get it within 7 days.
So yeah, any questions, feel free to throw it at him, and we'll try and get as many of those answers as possible.
All I can say is get your wallets ready. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's that level of nearby release date for this.
Make sure your credit cards aren't overdrawn. Actually, it's pay week, isn't it? Yeah, it's pay week this week.
Oh, is
so,
it?
Yeah.
Even better. Everyone's pay week. So that's fair. Everyone should have a fresh set of income for us. I get nothing on this plane. I get 0% of the cuts.
For you.
No, I said no. I declined it. Because I'm not in it for money. I'm in it to make people happy.
He says.
Well, if I said that, I would take a cut.
So so we are now.
If it's under 10 miles an hour, 10 knots tailwind. If it goes up, honestly, 12 knots is my go around. If it goes over 12 knots, take off and do the other runway.
What's the wind heading right now?
It's direct tailwind.
Okay. It's long enough runway though. So.
Yeah, but the way my SOP states, 10 knots average is the max tailwind to land. If it goes above 12, go around.
Cool. So. What's the go around? So.
The thing that you never do. Apart from that one video you did it.
That's because I'll have to be pointing the aircraft nose down and crash it, basically.
Still, you crash anyway.
That's because there was an invisible wall on the side of the taxiway.
Exactly. It was funny to watch you hit the wall and start pinging off the space, my sim. You hit a wall, stops instantly, just because that's been physics how it works. So
what? Did you see me ping off the space?
Okay, so wait, what's explain physics on the VATSIM?
The
Look at the chat.
Sims.
So the way it works, all the aircraft that fly in AI, all their airflow is modelled around you, so you get turbulence actual from the aircraft flying. So if you do go to Spain and get heavy turbulence, hello to her gamer. I think you just sent that, I don't know.
You said that a little while ago.
Wasn't paying attention to the chat. Anyway, so it modelled all the plane's airflow around, even the VATSIM ones. So, when he hit the wall and he stopped suddenly, the physics didn't know what was going on. So he wasn't touching the floor, and all his momentum had to go somewhere.
Did you not record that?
No, sadly, I wasn't recording it. So for me, the momentum got weird. He disconnected, but that means his plane had no more data coming to it.
So
it just pinged off to space.
As you do.
It had no idea what to do. It just went, I don't know what to do here. I'm going to give up, and just shot off to space. It just went.
Right. So is that the airport in sight ahead of us, or is that?
It should be Lappeenranta ahead of us. Echo fortunately Mapapa ahead of us. That's the easier.
Have a look on the map quickly. That's where my favourite tool for this sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
that should be it.
Yeah, so we've got Lake Saima up ahead. So we passed Mikkeli, which is on our left, which is the airport we saw earlier. So yeah, we're now passing over
It's too dark.
Mikkeli, and then in a little while we'll actually fly over Savoy Tape.
I'm going to set for a flat free landing this time.
Savoy Tape Harley, and then over Taipei Sari before we come over Lamite before landing in Lappeenranta in about 20 to 30 minutes, I'd say.
So I just did what I set it to flap 3 on the MC, so we'd be having an approach speed of 124 knots and a landing speed of 119 knots. Full flaps 116 knots.
So yeah, nothing basically.
Cessna speeds. Flap 30 degrees on, so I set the landing flap on the GPWS2 on. That's just how you tell it with landing flap. So you do MC doing, because they're not the same system, you have to tell it in the event panel which one you're using. This plane can fly at Cessna. Compared to the Boeing wing on the 77, this wing is a lot more efficient at producing lift because it's got a lot of things from the Dassault Mercure in terms of the basic design on it, just tuned heavily. So unlike the Boeing, this plane can fly at stupidly low speed. It could fly slow enough for a Cessna to catch up. It's that good. The Boeing can't do it, can't it? Isn't it 120 knots it stalls?
Depends on the winds.
Okay, in this case, this wind case.
Then it'll be about 120, yes.
I can go to 116.
4 knots! There you go. Right, so from the screenshot, the engine spin looks rounded. Compared to real thing, it's almost like a cone. Has that been reported since the engines are being remodeled?
Is that on the CFM or the IAEs?
And from which screenshot actually as well?
I'm going to have a quick look at the engine. If I can see the engine.
Engine lights.
Wing lights.
Okay, yeah. We'll do it when we're on the ground. We'll change time day or something.
My flashlight going? Is that working outside?
Kind of.
Oh, it's pointed.
So it's a pointed cut, yeah. It's
Love that.
pointed
X-Plane flashlight. You can just turn the flashlight on and look inside your engine. Or night vision. This is the IE mod you're looking at right now.
Okay, shut off night vision. Yeah, oh, shift then.
I can show from the outside of the plane now. Can't I? Can do it. It's not external
Oh
model.
yeah, there you go.
Here's the external model.
Now, retro Scandinavian livery.
Yep. The rest of these, it needs some reworking to the engine, but the spinner on this one is a point. The CFM one isn't a point, because that one's got a rounded and spinner.
There you go, so we're going to right side now, so we can...
Switch to have a look. Okay. There's IE engines, ToLiSs, and 4 tap for CFM 5B6s, and here it is. ToLiSs and spinner. This one's rounded, as you can see it's rounded. Yeah. This engine's got a rounded spinner on it. There is a pointed engine spinner, we're building a different engine type, so it's not we don't want to make a point spin on this engine. Because we have to do an entire new engine type, it would just not be worth the effort. Because it wouldn't be much of a pay. We may do it one day if we run out of ideas, then we may give you more engine types, but we've got a lot more ideas than that, so 1, 2, 3, 1. We've got too many ideas really at the moment, so never know. If we run out of ideas, you may get more engine types along with the normal CFMs.
Likewise, feel free to mention on the forums if you do want to see something like done to it, and then likewise, if Kiwi notices and wants it fixed as well, then he's also up for it as well.
Pretty much, but that involves, because we haven't involved a whole new engine type. There's 2 engine types, with the one with the rounded cone, a rounded spinner, and a pointed spinner.
So how many different CFM engine variants are there for the A319 and A320 series?
Should I go through them?
Just give me a number. You don't need to really go through them all.
Well, I don't know how many that is, so let's have a look. Let's go through them, because I've got no idea.
So how many are there?
Right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So 13 different CFM variants for the
yes.
A320.
And we did the 5A 4, I believe.
George, you've been sent a PM from him.
Again, okay.
Hit the O.
Oh, there's nothing.
Fair enough. Right, there you go. So let's say. Okay, here's CFM.
Yeah, that's the one we got. That's the one we got modelled. It's the rounded cone with a point at the end of it.
So that's a different. So that's a CFM, but different type.
Assuming
CFM.
that's the right engine type, because that might be a Boeing. I don't know.
Yeah, because anyway, start to focus on landing now, since we are doing this final. So at this point, we're now setting up the approach for the aircraft. Well, approach hasn't been set up, we're getting ourselves ready for landing config. As landing is now only a couple of minutes away. Airport should be in sight very soon. There we go.
It's going to level off now. Hold it at level.
Actually, doing everything on 5,000.
3,000.
3,000. Are we 3,000 now? Oh, yeah. 2,000.
Yeah, waiting for the vertical deviation to catch up with us.
Which one is the runway pointed, actually?
Yeah, we have a left-hand turn at last minute.
Ah, okay, yeah, I see what's going on now. So again, so flight to the west of the airport, for making a right, left turn into the runway. Okay, that makes sense.
Let's turn the wing lights back off so don't break any more laws. Turn those off in case, and let's go back to the darker cockpit.
Yeah, so at this point we are now coming up towards final.
Okay, I'm getting quite high, turns out. I'm quite a lot higher than I expected.
So the aircraft guide you not
Yeah, but I didn't expect to be. I had no chart, so I was hoping it would be 3,000 feet. Turns out we have to be a lot lower than
I
this.
told you this was a low altitude airport.
Yeah, but I didn't expect it to be this close.
Should the aircraft descend in time?
Yeah, it'd be able to if I lose enough speed.
So this way we're now trying to slow down as much as possible.
Full flaps. No, flap 3. We're landing on flap 3.
Yep. Gear is coming down. Slats set.
Yep, flaps all down.
Slats.
Slats come out automatically.
Sorry, speed brakes. All's armed. Just lay
Yep,
down.
we can go manual now. There you go.
At this point,
It's
it's
just
guide the
me.
aircraft in, then coming to land. So now manual control here.
Yep. I'm going to point towards the right a bit, just get a bit more of an S-bend going on.
There you go. The 5A4s are pointy as well.
The 5A4s, that means...
Look into it.
I'll look into it later. I'll let you know. I'll send you a message later on the forum. I'll look into it first of all and make sure what's going on. Because I'm not too sure myself which is which, and I'm getting confused. I can look out the window, I can't see a thing. Just look at the PFD. There, what's it called? Some vulnar deviation, isn't that what I was saying?
Yeah, it's roll deviation.
Yeah, I was looking out the window, expect to see one thing.
Dispatcher disorientation, you mean?
That's it.
So everything's set for landing.
Yep.
Runway in sight.
Yes, it is.
Is this a good approach so far?
Yes, it is so far. I would have left your pilot on, but why not? Because I was getting a bit high. So.
What is our what's it?
Oh, it's rainy. rainy.
Oh, that's come out of nowhere.
Okay, we'll put it back on.
And the
Safety reasons, and anti-ice can be switched on.
So it's probably letting the aircraft at least get used to this point.
Yeah.
Bit of a weather bomb down here, I have to say. Worst case scenario, we have to go for auto lands.
Can't auto land here.
Can't you?
No, we have to divert to Helsinki.
Helsinki, wow, okay.
It's only got a Cat 2 ILS.
Oh, it's only Cat 2.
No, it's Cat 2.
Oh, the airport's Cat 2, yeah.
The ILS system is Cat 2. We haven't got a Cat 3 ILS we can use. So if you can see the runway, there we go. Let's go manual again. Let's leave for automatic 300 feet disconnect. You know, guys always had to witness us doing a diversion, which I've never done before.
Oh,
I'm not tested a diversion yet. Still my list of things to test.
Right, okay. There we go. So coming to land
Approaching
now.
06.
There's my fair plugin. Runway identified. That's a real call out by the way. There's a call out for runway identified. That's why I have XLR
So are you committed?
Yep. Almost. Anyway, I can go around yet. To go, still time. Bit to the left though.
Well, actually, it's probably just crosswind. What's the decision altitude?
250.
500.
100 feet. I'm gonna go manual and just I want to get back on the centre.
400.
So you are now committed, I'll assume, at this point.
Oh, no, not spinning yet. Still going in. Bit gusty, but
It's a long enough runway, I'm sure you can do it, no problem.
300 feet, almost at minimums. Landing.
Glide slow.
So I assume at
Glide
this point
slow.
you want probably a heavier landing than
100.
usual.
Or I could try and float it or have a bit of a grease.
Your choice, wide runway.
Oh no, look at that. Look at the
Wow,
runway.
it's a wet runway.
You see smoke and snow coming along it.
So,
20. 10.
wind changed. Wind just changed that.
Not down yet. 111.
Or 262.
The plugin wasn't down yet, it's FSX plugin.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll see. Yeah,
111.
minutes.
Let's just bring that down, no need to cut the brakes this time.
And then the
No brakes necessary. Bit of a gusty landing.
4,000 feet remaining.
Yep.
Turn off point for the gates.
It's long runway.
Runs up, so long runway.
I actually made it as dual engine taxi and
3,000
need to
remaining.
have power output. Maybe just do differential throttle, try and get it to go straight. A bit easier.
Oh, what is your wind speed at the moment?
It's unknown.
No, VFLP. Wind speeds are
6 knots,
6
apparently.
knots. It's not more than 6 knots.
I saw it peak at 16 on arrival. but it was below 12 when I got to my minimum.
So yeah, find any parking spots, stick it
Welcome to
anywhere.
Lappeenranta, everyone.
There you go, AP can now come on. So yeah, good luck finding taxiway lines.
I was gonna I'm gonna put park in an S&P. I see a line there
Oh yeah.
with an S&P on it, I presume.
That looks about right for yeah, that's
Yeah.
about right.
Close enough. It's fucking. I think I'm sideways on the gate, aren't I? Did I go the wrong way round?
No, you're on the right way around, kind of.
I'm in a gate, so it's all right. There you go. I've got some ice warnings there. My anti-ice is now turned on. It told me that my anti-ice was turned on. The flaps can come up. Disarm the spoilers. Flaps will be in.
And yeah, welcome to Lappeenranta, guys. Engines off, AP coming on.
Wait for the flaps up. Yep. Engines on.
There we go.
What is Felix? Noob.
Ignore him.
Okay,
So,
I've got one of the trolls. Anyway, that's my job. So go to find that's my job to troll this channel. Find a different channel to troll. Get out my territory.
So yeah, whilst we're here, so do you want to quickly disconnect from that sim? Actually no, go to exterior view first.
Wait,
Go back to
that's
exterior. No, before you do that, oh yeah, disconnect them. Go look at the exterior and then maybe switch to daytime so you can have a look at the engines and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. So flight config for day.
There it is.
So what's up with your engines, Broken Sky?
that looks about right, sort of. It's close.
No. It should probably be better points than that.
Oh, that's the bug report. Also, the fan's way too close to the front.
Alright, so and I'm not too bad. How about yourself, Felix?
But of course, seeing how it's now my rodeo, get a nice camera viewpoint and go through replay mode. The chat's in the way.
You can minimise it, it won't affect it. Okay, of course.
Explain puts it back to night, so you can see in the night.
Alright,
That'll
so
do.
here's the landing.
I'm becoming a bit shaky, honestly.
So it's probably the hardest landing in terms of wind turbulence stuff.
It wasn't that hard. It was just a bit of I fared a bit late, but it was still quite soft. It wasn't level.
And again, about 111.
All on the centre
meters.
line. See PBR going out full effect here. Off the street lights. Looks quite good, I say, the texture on it. Bit of wind going on. The wing's quite firm on an Airbus, so. Because as you move, you can see the lights slowly going on from the terminal, reflecting on it.
Those aren't terminal lights, those are just random swigging
Those
lights.
just random lights here and there.
There's only a small terminal at the very
Either way,
yeah,
we've got
lights.
PBR that works. May just be down to data Fs in the sim. And here we are at night, when day again. Look at the weather on the. Look at the snow. Explain the sim with no snow. Here's I might as well show you now. Something that is pretty cool that you may like to see on Explain. If you go to developer in sky colours,
Oh yeah, you can adjust the
you can make it
colours
snow.
to make it all snowy. Yeah.
This is a snow shader. Which, and the thing is, I had to check some people at Explain, and I had to tell about this, it's just how they're going to do the snow sim. When Vulkan API comes out, they're going to render snow textures on the graphics card. So on FSX, you've got textures of snow. On Explain, the way you're going to do it is, because it's rendered on the graphics card, snow can start building up slowly in patches and be patchy and not even.
Fair enough.
So it can be very light snow. FX, I've got snow on or off. Nice little feature, but the thing is, the bits you can see bits of snow already there. You've got the snow moving across the wind on the runway. When it gets
And
too
only on
windy.
the runway.
Yeah, and only on the runway. You've got the snow sky textures.
So it's just wait for the actual shaders to get into
Yep.
action.
Both now I get to my cockpit textures again in the day. Yay. Now for my favourite thing of all, cold and dark. And yank. There we go.
And there we go. So, yeah, once again, now's the ToLiSs A319, set to release by the end of the week, so keep an eye out for that one. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
And goodbye from me. If you'd like to have a bit of a chat on the forum, go ahead for the Explain.org forum. You'll find it under the Airbus Aircraft ToLiSs Airbus A319 part of the forum, and I'll be there for the next about hour or so if you want to ask any more questions. Goodbye.